Hey guys, it's Claudia. Welcome back to my channel. In tonight's video, I'm going to prepare a Jamaican dish that I enjoy. And I have a Jamaican friend who prepared it for me and it was delicious. So I am going to prepare it for you tonight and for dinner for me, and I'll let you know how it tastes. It is the infamous green bananas and saltfish. Now when I used to hear saltfish, it came to my ears. It came to my ears from Jamaican as sawfish. And I was thinking sawfish as in sawing something, S-A-W. But I realized they were saying saltfish. So it's green bananas and saltfish. What is saltfish? Fish that has been salted down so much that it looks like this. It comes in a little package that says salt pollock or salted pollock or salted cod fillets. This is bacalao style. And this is what I found at the Korean supermarket. And I was like, I have never purchased salted fish like this before. And the package said, put this in water for 6 to 8 hours. I'm thinking 6 to 8 hours for preparation. But hey, since I haven't prepared it before, I did just that. So all yesterday, my fillets were in and out of water, rinsing to make sure my head wasn't swimming from major high blood pressure with too much salt on these babies. They are, as you can see the salt on the fish, and that's how it's preserved. But I intend for it to look like the bag, the nice juicy fillets in little chunks, the okra and tomatoes and onions. It's happening tonight. So I have my green bananas here. It's like 7 of them. And I've got to use them because I don't want them to go bad. And I've had them in the fridge. I don't know if they should have been out or not, but I think my friend kept hers in the fridge. So I'm remembering her, the way she did them in her recipe. And also, I am looking at Chef Ricardo cooking on YouTube. And between the way I remember my friend preparing this meal and Chef Ricardo, let's get it popping. So the first thing, and I didn't see my friend do this, but the first thing Chef Ricardo did was get some cold water. It looked like cold water in his video. I'm putting my cold water in my rice cooker. And I don't know why he did this, but he had his green bananas in the cold water. I don't know if that's to loosen up the green banana, the skin of it, or what. But if he did it, I said, I can do it too. So I put that in water. The green banana is very much sticky. I remember that. It was so sticky it leaves that black okra kind of like film on your fingers. When we used to harvest okra, when I was coming up with my dad, we used to pick it and the okra would leave that black sticky stain and the little pricklies in your hand. So I decided to use these. I only had one pair of the clear plastic gloves that Chef Ricardo had, but I'm going to use these when I cut the green bananas up. So here's my little cutting board and my knife. And we're going to make this happen. Another thing Chef Ricardo had done as far as preparatory before doing the green bananas. Here's my red pot. He had a pot about this size. It was black. And he had in this pot boiling water, into which he put salt I'll be putting a little bit of sea salt in my water, and he put olive oil in his water. So I'm going to fill this up with water and start it to boiling. So I'll be right back. Hey guys. All right, the water is boiling. I got a nice boil on that water too. And the next step in this green banana saltfish recipe is to cut the bananas and put them in this water for 12 minutes. All right, so what I'm going to do is take them out of so much water and put them over here. Get my knife right here, and I'm going to use my gloves. So now I'm thinking that the green bananas were in the water to soften them. Yeah, at least that's usually what we put things in water for, to soften them. All right, this is how you would cut these green bananas. Cut a piece off at the top, at the bottom, and then put it down. Cut a piece out of the sides. Just cut the sides. Ooh, I see why it was in water. It cuts much easier. Flip it over. Cut it down. Because remember now, this was in the fridge and it was cold. And it would have been really hard to cut. Okay, so look. I gotta remember that from now on. Look how easily that came off. Yes. It is, oh, okay. Look guys, can you see? No?
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever gone into a Jamaican restaurant and just ordered green bananas. Have you? This is the boiling water. So, I'm going to slip these guys in the water. And the water is so clean and white and pretty. Woo! Don't want that splashing up on you. Oh, wait a minute. This is a little hard part on my banana. Must be a bit of the hull. Make that clean. There we go. Okay. Yes! They're slippery like eels. Okay. There we go. Oh, here's another bit of the hull. I'll cut that off without losing so much of the banana. There we go. And the banana pop. See how nice and clean and clear the water is? And the bananas are in there with, once again, olive oil and Himalayan sea salt. And I'm going to cook the bananas for 12 minutes. Okay, one thing I've learned from preparing this recipe is that you've got to pay attention, and that's any recipe, because the bananas probably weren't supposed to remain on high while they cooked for 12 minutes because they explode. They're only bananas. And next time I do it, I will have the bananas for 12 minutes but down at a medium heat, not on high. For the salt fish, this is what we're going to do in this wok. And the recipe called for a medium saucepan, a saute pan. But since I don't have a saute pan, I'm going with adding olive oil and onions and tomatoes and garlic and a little bit of bay leaf or obey seasoning for 5 minutes. And I need 3 tablespoons of olive oil. So I'm going to very particular attention here. So here's my tablespoon. Here's my olive oil. And we're going to put this on medium heat. To add 1, 2, 3 generous, not teaspoons, I meant tablespoons. 3 generous tablespoons of olive oil. All right. In that, to save time, I've already diced the onions. So this is a bowl of onions. And I'll swish this around on this medium heat. We'll let this pan, this wok warm up a bit. But here would be my onions, and I'm using my tomatoes. Can you see? Okay. And my garlic is minced and chopped right here. Okay, so my oil is ready. And here is my okra. All right. So we're going to start with the onion. Twirl those in here a bit. Cook those. You know, I'm just going to really warm my tomatoes. And I'm going to put in the okra. The tomatoes. It called for 2 tomatoes, 2 onions, and okra. Let's see how much. I didn't really, just let me look at this. One moment. The okra, okay, this particular saltfish recipe doesn't call for okra, but my friend always does hers with okra. And I love okra, raw or cooked. So we're going to stir this up. Make sure the onions are cooked. Now I'm going to put in the diced garlic. I'm feeling for how much vegetables I have, just a little bit more olive oil. Now, according to the recipe, it says cook those together for about 5 minutes. So now this says, now we're going to add the fillets and the water for 15 minutes, and then the meal is done. All right, so this is the fillet. Now I have been, I'll turn that back down. I have been dealing with the fillets and making sure that the fillets are desalted since yesterday. So what I'm going to do is chop this up and put this in the concoction for 15 minutes. Sorry, talk about back to you, but I'm just slicing up the fillets. Now take that off the heat until I get the fish minced. to give this 15 minutes. There we go. I was thinking about doing an Instagram gallery called The Yellow Plate and have it all vegan dishes, but I decided to open my diet up to exploring all foods that I enjoy. So there went The Yellow Plate Vegan, but hey, on YouTube it could be The Yellow Plate on Claudia.
Thank you so much for watching. If you reached this point already, I appreciate you and love you ever and always. The meal came out a genuine bust, but that's okay. I know why. I overcooked the green bananas and I added water per the recipe in the saltfish melody. My friend, I remember now, I don't think she ever used a cup of water in hers, so mine was a bit soggy. But that's okay. I did it again since filming this and it was delicious. But thank you so much for sharing this with me. Love you. Bye. Until the next video. Toodles.